everyone, I'm back with a new video. I did say I was going to upload last week, later in the week, but sadly, because in the UK and more or less Wales, we had a very bad storm and my Wi-Fi was on and off constantly and I just couldn't upload it. So I do apologise. But thankfully the storm is more or less leaving, calming down. It is a bit windy, still a bit cold, but it's not that much different to the normal weather we have here. But today we are making a Welsh pub. Now, around by me, this is quite a normal pub design. It's more or less white brick, or just white in general, and it sometimes have grey accents on the windows or the roof. We don't really have thatched roofs in Wales, which is a shame because every time when I watch let's say a program that's based somewhere up in England, I'm like, oh, so pretty. And it is pretty, it's very pretty up in England. Down here we're very basic. We prefer everything a certain, well, keep everything plain basically. We're not very adventurous with colours and anything else really. We prefer sticking to traditional colours when it comes to buildings, and I would like to say even clothes. I see people wearing, you know, whatever they fancy, but everywhere around by me, we're more or less wearing plain old clothes. Nothing to do with the building, I'm just rambling on, as always. But this pub has got a little cottage right beside it. This is very normal up by me, and we'll say this is most likely the landlord or the landlady, doesn't matter what. I did decorate the cottage quite old fashioned, so I imagine it's an older person living here. I imagine it's the pub's landlord or landlady's mother. I imagine it was her mother's pub or his mother's pub and they inherited it. I do put some rooms upstairs and a shared bathroom because that is quite normal as well. You know, these buildings were made a good couple hundred years ago and sadly they didn't know what was going to happen to these buildings. I would like to imagine maybe this was a farm or quite a big stable. Or then again, I think it'd be nice to be known as just the tavern when they cross in the bridge and horse and carriages go. I just imagine something like that. It was just a big build. They just imagine a couple of rooms upstairs and the toilet would have been like an outhouse and you would have had like a tin bath coming up to your room if you had enough money to pay for that. That's how I imagine it, and that's what it was like years ago, and we forget how hard it was back then. It's a bit easier now, I think. Like when we go to a hotel, we got our own private bathroom. We don't need to share, unless you go to a certain B&B maybe. I don't really go to B&Bs, which is a shame because I like to help the little private businesses. They are cute. I do change the walls because you can't really see it that much when I looked away at the distance. I don't know if it's the lighting of this lot, but when I put cottage living wallpaper on, it worked a lot better and you can see it, and it looks better when I was doing the video as well. Because when I was doing the editing I was like, oh god, I can't see it. Is it going to see the other accent I'm going to put on? Thankfully it does. I imagine this big room could be, I don't know, like a family, well, more or less like maybe a couple honeymoon room, maybe something like that. I just imagine they got married somewhere and they just need to stay the night, and this was the honeymoon suite in a way. It is bigger. And there's a twin room upstairs and a small double. But I like to keep everything traditional. This is more or less what it would look like. Around by me, we still have the open fires with coal. We don't really have a wood burner, but we don't have those in the game, sadly. So that would be a nice fit if I could have had a fire, what we have here. We all have these lovely bar tables, the high bar tables. It's a shame when you do the lot that it doesn't come under dining table, but it is a bar table. I think that's what you call them. But it doesn't matter, it works in the end. There will be a massive skip because I do some editing off camera, so the layout does change up a little bit. And thank you so much for the tool mod, because I can finally get the what do you call it? It's like the cabinet behind the bar. It has everything that looks like in a bar. Now, if you size it down without the tool mod, it doesn't look right. But thankfully, the tool mod makes it look perfect. Now, in Welsh pubs, we have slate flooring, and I was trying to find the right colour. The one looked very green, but this one worked lovely. I really like this one. You will notice by the stairs, it's a really weird place. I put an old rock, a chair there, and some knitting materials. I just imagine maybe the mother of the landlord or landlady just wants to come in, make sure everything's running smoothly, but want privacy. That's how I imagine it. You know, just have a little corner to herself, do some knitting. I've seen a few people. Yeah, I do put a basement. This is what owner. I do little bits and pieces. I do put a sign outside, and that little I don't know what you call that. It's on the door. I'm not sure what you call that. So I don't know. I can't think what it looks like either. It's like a tapestry piece. I'm not entirely sure. But I imagine this called the Crown Inn, maybe? Because there is a pub above me called the Crown. And I imagine the Crown Inn is a nice touch to it. See, on the side I have the sign. I couldn't find those signs with anything I liked. The one with the crown just spoke, you know what? Go with it. Go with a traditional looking design of a sign. Except by us, it is either a crown or a horse. We don't really have anything else but that. Local little pubs anyway. That little corner's Granny's corner. But right now we're doing the bathroom upstairs. Like I said, a shared bathroom, but these builds were not accommodated for that so years ago. This is the honeymoon suite, I like to imagine. It's decorated quite basic because I imagine if I ran a B&B or a pub that I let out a room, I would not want to put too much stuff in. They might nick them. And that's nice for anyone. No one likes that. So it's quite a basic design. Not much of furniture. It's just little decorations here and there. And a little couch. I put a coffee table in with a tea set. And with the new game pack, it's a shame that I didn't do this when that game pack was out, because I could have put that teapot. I saw the teapot and that would have been perfect for here. But I imagine they do like a little review, writing or something, but here, that's what I imagine. And there's just a little mirror, and eventually I do put like a little wardrobe from Tiny Living. And that sums it up. I might put a couple pictures, yeah. And that's... I completely forgot I put the bathrobes in. But now, just gonna do the basic double room. I imagine it's just for overnight stays. You know, just a quick sleep in, got a little bit of comforts. I do put a desk in this one, so I imagine they have a laptop, do their work. Maybe a business meeting on Zoom, I imagine. And that'd be it. And then just write a review about the pub itself. Or B&B. Would you class it as a B&B? Or just a pub with room? I'm not entirely sure. I don't really think of it that much. But I like to keep this as a Welsh pub. And this is the twin room. Like I said, it's quite basic. They all have a little teapot. They all have a little desk to do their work if they need to do that. Or do a review, whatever they're going to do. Yeah, very basically decorated. Like I said, people tend to like to try and nick things, and it's just sad. It's just sad. And if I ran something like that, I would not be happy if someone nicked some of those meant to stay in the room. Yes. I'm still learning with the tool mod, but it does work perfectly. I'm so happy I finally got it. Now this is just outdoor eating. I imagine smokers come out here, have a fag, go to chatting during the summer. Because we all, well, in my local, there's a lot of people that smoke. Nothing against them, it's your own choice. And this is a little basement. I added a few supplies, a few barrels that may go upstairs to put on the tap. Just nothing beats a tap. We need a tap. Tap alcohol is the best. It's nice and cool and refreshing. And another thing with the tool mod, we can put cars that look like they're just parked outside, which is perfect. It's a shame we can't do that. I mean, it just makes it more realistic, like someone's just parked up with the landlord or whatever, double checking in on everything, getting ready to open up. I'm really happy I got it. Now this little old lady, I imagine, she has a few chickens, because I put a chicken coop and I have opened the debug and I put some chickens already out there ready. But the cottage is cute. I imagine, because I put a fire in the living room, that they share a chimney breast, because that's what houses usually do. They share a chimney breast with the wall next to it. But the kitchen is quite basic. It's a nice colour. I do like this colour. I don't often use this because sometimes it just doesn't look right. Have to have a cup of tea. I'm more of a coffee person personally, for my coffee, but I do enjoy green tea every now and again. But it's just a cute little cottage, and it's just got all the needs of this old lady that lives here. She doesn't complain, she's just happy to be retired, I imagine. Little Gwendolyn. Just making names now. My Sims. I imagine her son took it over, I think. Now, I use stools by here because I couldn't find a side table or a night table that fit here. But these stools work perfectly. They fit in nice. Just neatly decorated. I don't often use these curtains, but I thought it would suit her personality just right, which I'm happy about. If you can hear a beeping, that's my microwave. I do apologise. My husband's just heating up his food. It looks so cute. It's almost like an Airbnb. I love these rugs. I think I overuse these rugs now, but I love them so much. And I just did a little skip because I did stop building for some reason. I think I was just thinking, what can I do here to make this bit better? And I just cracked on, but it is done nicely. But we are coming to the end of the video, and I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you again. So goodbye, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye.